Teachers engaging, assessing, and grading discussions. A Brightspace tip brought to you by the Anne Arundel County Public Schools Office of Instructional Technology. So here I am in my course as the teacher, and I've expanded on my unit under the content heading, and you can see that I have a total of 4 different discussion topics that I've posted to my students. And if I want to get into some of these to see the different discussions that my students are having or engage, I'm going to enter into the discussion the same way that I would direct my students to, by clicking on the topic and then choosing the gray Go to Discussion button at the bottom. Right here on this very first screen as the teacher, I can see all 4 of the topics that were included in this forum, and I can see some basic information in addition to just the topic title and the directions that were posted for the students. For example, that first column there, roughly in the middle of the screen, tells me how many threads or original posts were made for each of these discussion topics. The next column over tells me the total number of posts, meaning not only the original threads, but also replies that students made to those threads. The number here that is hyperlinked in blue tells me how many of those original threads or posts I, as the teacher, have not clicked into and read yet. So if this is an ongoing or long-term discussion topic, I know that there are new posts that need my attention. Then the final column there tells me who the last person to engage in this post was. In this case, at the top, the last person to engage was me, the teacher. If I want to see additional information like who has engaged and what they have contributed to the post, I can either click on the hyperlinked blue number here to be taken directly to the unread post, or I can click on the topic itself over here on the left. One thing that I would like to point out when I enter into this topic level is that unread posts are always in bold. So I can see that what I still need to draw my attention to as the teacher is the student that posted about temperature being the reason that they chose winter, whereas I have already read the winter is best thread. However, winter is best is the one that has 2 additional replies from classmates. And if I want to see those specific replies, once again, I click into this thread to go a level deeper. Now I can see not only the original thread posted by the student, but I can see the replies from classmates as well. I also have the ability to click not only to reply to the original thread up here at the top, but to click reply under any post made by a student in order to engage in that level of the discussion. Now let's go back to the discussions themselves to see additional options for the teacher to engage. One of the best ways to get an overall snapshot of everyone's participation in your discussion is to go into the statistics page for this discussion topic. On the statistics page, we can see all of the students in the class. We can see the total number of threads that this student has created, in addition to the total number of replies, how many posts they read, and then whether or not I approved or scored any of their posts as well. This again is a great snapshot of the total participation for any students in your class. It doesn't tell me what the student posted, but it can tell me if they've fulfilled requirements like every student must have 1 original thread and must reply to 2 classmates. So finally, let's return to the full discussion list one more time, and let's talk about teachers giving feedback for students participating in the discussion, as well as grading them. And the first thing that you must note, in order for you to grade a discussion here in Brightspace, it must be added to the gradebook when you are creating the topic, and that is done under the Assessment tab within the discussion creation. Then once you have it added to the gradebook, you can click the drop down here and choose Assess Topic. This is going to show you all of the students listed here, and underneath of each student, you'll have this ability to score their topic. Once you select on that, this screen should look kind of familiar from using your Brightspace assignments. For example, over here on the left-hand side, the bulk of the space is dedicated to the students' contributions to this particular assignment, this discussion. I can see that the student had one thread as well as 2 replies, and then I can see the specifics that they posted for each of those. But over on the right-hand side, I have my field to give the student their numeric grade for this, as well as type in some personal feedback to tell them how they did engaging in this discussion. Once I have my grade and all pertinent feedback, I'm ready to click Publish to make this available to the student to see their score and their feedback. I hope this short video has helped you to see how you can engage with discussions with your students, as well as give them feedback, assess them, and grade them on their participation in discussions in your class.